The Federal Executive Council FEC has stepped down from consideration and deliberation of the memo on the new minimum wage to allow President Bola Tinubu engage in more consultation with stakeholders. Now, Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris, who disclosed this to newsmen after the FEC meeting presided over by President Bola Tinubu, said this was done to allow the President to consult wider on the issue, where he stated that the council took the decision based on the fact that the issue of the national minimum wage is not just for the consideration of the federal government, but involving other stakeholders like the state and federal government, as well as the organized private sector. Well, according to him, the president needs to interact with other wage-paying entities to factor their contributions and circumstances into the executive bill on the matter that will be passed on to the National Assembly for passage into law.
With government, because you see, these numbers, in any issue that involves the payment of salaries or wages, are issues of numbers and finances, and you don't just pay lip service to it. I hope you get that. It's something that it will have to be carefully crafted in a way that government will not create another problem by solving one problem. Please, I need to be clear. And once we are reporting this issue of new national minimum wage, because it's a very touchy issue, and I have always said that the government is not in opposition, is not an opponent of wage increase. I think this has to sink in. Now, these numbers have been done, and already you are aware that 62,000 naira has been put forward by the tripartite committee, especially the government side and the organized private sector, with Labour saying that it is not in acceptance of that. Now, this has been submitted to government. Today, there was a discussion on that on the Federal Executive Council meeting, and it is this decision of Mr. President and the Council to engage further so that we have a new national minimum wage that works for Nigeria. I think this is what is very important, and we need to please report that. Thank you.
Well, in another development, the council has approved $1.442 million to procure arms, ammunition, and equipment for the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. The new purchase is meant to boost the agency's anti-narcotics operation nationwide. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi told journalists after the council meeting the threat in the Bola Tinubu administration. The council considered 3 memoranda tendered on behalf of the 34-year-old agency. Now, according to Fagbemi, the council also approved 1.9 billion naira for the purchase of 33 CNG-compliant vehicles and a sum of 985 million naira for the procurement of 2 full-body scanners for the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, and the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. Meanwhile, the council approved a ban on the use of single-use plastics, also known as on-the-go plastics, in all federal government ministries, agencies, and departments.